So good morning students. So today we are going to discuss about the next topic, that is bioremediations. So this bioremediation, so it is we can say made up of a Greek word. Okay, word means, and the bio means the life, and in the Latin words, remediation meaning is the restoring balance. So this bioremediation, it is a branch of we can say biotechnology, employing to the use of living organisms like microbes and bacteria to remove contaminants, pollutants and toxic from the soil and the water. So this bioremediation may be used to clean up environmental problems such as oil spills or contaminates groundwaters. So in other words, it is a technology for removing pollutants from the environment, thus restoring the original natural surroundings and preventing further we can say pollution. So this bioremediation, according to the definition, so it is a process to remove contaminants, pollutants and toxins from soils and water using biological organisms. So it is a we can say cleanup technology that uses naturally occurring organisms to degrade, we can say, or transform various hazardous chemicals to less harmful or non-toxic compounds. Okay, so the basic reason is this. Then we will say what are the principles of this bioremediation. So it releases on the we can say stimulating the growth of certain microbes that use contaminants like oil, solvents and pesticides as a source of food and energy. So these microbes consumes the contaminants, converting them into a small amount of water and harmless gases like carbon dioxide. So we can say that is a effective bioremediation needs a combination of right temperature, nutrients and food. So otherwise it may take much longer for the cleanup contaminants. Okay, so next, the principle, that is the process of bioremediations can take anywhere from anywhere, or how much time it will, for a few months to several years, or it depends upon the organisms and even the size of the contaminated area. Okay, now the bioremediations of a contaminated site typically work in one or the two ways, we can say. So in one case, if we see other microbes eat and digest organic substance as their food for nutrients and energy. So when microbes completely digest chemicals, they change them into water and harmless gases with an end product of clean soil, or we can say carbon dioxide and water and cell material. So in another cases, microbes degrade hazardous organic substance into inert products. So some of the most common types of bioremediations are the microbial bioremediations, then phytoremediations and mycoremediations. Okay, so however the word bioremediation has evolved in recent years to include biohazards removal and we can say the crime scene cleanup service. Okay, now what are the technologies we can say for the bioremediations? So this treatment technology has been broadly divided into two categories based on the whether the biodegradation is stimulated, that is in situ one, that is we can say within the affected environment, that is soil, sediments, surface, water, groundwater, etc., or ex situ one, that is water, so we can say under content conditions, that is the compost pits or bioreactor one. So these are the technologies we can use. So what are the categories? That is a microbial remediations, and the next, that is a phytoremediations. So we'll discuss one by one. That is a microbial remediations. So the use of microbes such as bacteria, fungi or algae, we can say, for soil rejuvenation is a form of environmental remediation. So the objective of microbial remediation is to remove soil contaminants and pollutants. So the microbial flora feeds on the contaminants, degrading them for energy and reproduction. Okay, so the microorganisms are, we can say, readily available. Okay, so rapidly characterized, highly diverse, omnipresence, and can use many noxious elements as their nutrient source. So they can be applied in both, in, we can say, in situ as well as ex situ conditions. So in addition, many extreme environmental conditions can be cleaned by such entities. Okay, so the different in this, we can say, different types of enzymes or the bacteria can be used for the removal of petroleum hydrocarbon contaminants from the soil. So the bacteria that can degrade major pollutants includes the Pseudomonas aeromonas, Maxillessa, then flavobacteria, then we can say mycobacteria is there, then streptomycin is there, bacilli is there, arthobacter is there, okay, cyanobacteria. So there are various bacteria is being used. Next, that is a phytoremediation, next category. So we can say phytoremediation is defined by the UNEP. So as the use of living green plants for non-situ removal, degradation and contaminant of contaminants in soil, surface water and groundwater transfer. It is known as a phytoremediation. So the phytoremediation is the process of bioremediation that uses various types of plants to remove, transfer, stabilizers, or we can say destroy contaminants from the soil and groundwater. So the type of plants used to govern the quantity of water, okay, drawn in. So the depth of the treatment of the specific contaminants that will be most effective treatment. Okay, so most commonly popular trees are used, fast growing with deep roots that draw lots of moisture in it. Okay, so there are various types of phytoremediation mechanisms are there. Okay, first, that is a rhizosphere or the biodegradation. It is, so in this process the plant releases natural substances through its roots, supplying nutrients to microorganisms in the soil. So the microorganisms enhance biological degradations. Okay, then there are phytostabilizations. So in this process, chemical compounds produced by the plant immobilizes contaminants rather than degrade them. Okay, then the next, that is a phytoaccumulation, or also known as a phytoextract one. So in this process, water, so the plant roots absorb the we can say contaminants along with other nutrients and water. So the contaminant mass is not destroyed but ends up in the plant shoots and leaves. So this method is used primarily for waste containing metals, we can say. Next, that is a rhizofiltration, or we can say hydroponic system for treating water streams. Okay, so this rhizofiltration, it is similar to phytoaccumulation, but the plants used to clean up are raised in greenhouses with their roots in water. So this system can be used for ex situ groundwater treatment. Okay, so next, that is a phytovolatilization. So in this process, plants takes up water containing organic contaminants and release the contaminants into their air through the leaves. Phytodegradation, so it is again in this process plants actually metabolize and destroy contaminants within the plant tissues. Okay, so these are the phytoremediations one. Now what are the applications of this phytoremediation? So basically we can say it is used for remediations of metals, radionuclides, then pesticides, explosive fuels, volatile organic compounds and semi-volatile organic compounds. So it may be used to clean up contaminants found in soil and groundwater. Okay, there are various applications is there. Heavy metals, then petroleum is there, then chlorinated is there, pesticides is there. So there are various applications, as well as there are limitations for this also. Limitations, the toxicity and bioavailability of the, we can say, biodegradation product is not always known. So the degradation byproduct may be mobilized in groundwater or bioaccumulated in animals. So the disposable or harvested plants can be a problem if they contain high levels of heavy metals. So the depth of contaminated limits a treatment. So the treatment zone is, we can say, determined by plant root depth. Yes. So we can say if contaminated concentration are too high, plants may be die. So these are some limitations. Okay. Again, we can say phytoremediation requires a larger surface area of land for remediations. Okay. So these are the point that is the phytoremediation. Okay. Thank you very much.